So I was watching this game with both my sons. One is 13 and one is 8. And we were like, all right, we're watching the game. After the game, you guys got to go to bed. We're watching the game. It's that foul. They make a shot, foul. They make a shot. And I think with I don't know, with 23 seconds left, they hit a three. The Knicks hit a three and we're like, it's over. We turned off the TV. We walked away. Mm-hmm. So I didn't actually see this because I thought the game was over and I was putting my kids to bed. What ended up happening, Jimmy, was that with about 25 seconds to go, Tyrese Maxey hit a three-pointer to tie the game. There he is. And I don't know if we have the video of this. We got to get video.
Look at that Dallas native. Speaking of Dallas, that's a Dallas kid right there.
I did not know that. That's awesome. So
represent.
And I don't know that we have the video. Nate, we need to get video for these things. But so he took 4 steps as his game-winning three-pointer. And they're saying, is that a travel? So I'm curious. Let's say he took 4 steps. Do you call it right there as a game-winning shot?
Yes. No. You have to call the game to the letter that it's supposed to be played.
No.
Okay. Point. What is the point of having traveling if you're just going to take 4 steps?
Dude, that travel was so innocuous. It was not egregious. He didn't walk. He took a little extra. I mean,
how many steps did he take, B?
One extra.
How many steps did he take? You said 4, right?
I think he took 4.
Okay. I'll give you 3 steps as a pro because that's normal, but not 4. I'll give you 2.5 because the law is, or the letter is 2.5. You get 2.5 steps. Right?
It was so innocuous. It was in a critical moment of the game. I don't think it changed it. I don't think that extra step gave him the opportunity to make that shot or not. He buried it. They won.
This is my point, right? Just stay consistent in the calls, so we won't even be debating this because now we'll just be like he traveled. It was an obvious travel that they didn't call. Now, to answer that question, right, then you have to let it go. If it's game time and it's innocuous and it's not like he didn't drag the 3rd step longer or anything like that, then maybe you let it go because it's a professional game. It's game time. That's what the fans want to see. But the problem I have with it is throughout the season, they don't make these traveling calls. It's like over the past maybe 5 years, it's been egregious for players to take these extra steps, particularly LeBron.
Yeah, he's the worst. There was one.
I think that's why they do it too. I think that's why they get away with it.
Jimmy, in our next show at Bro Time, I'm going to make sure Nate gets some video, and I'm going to show you the Rudy Gobert 7-step dunk that he took. He literally caught the ball at the 3-point line, dribbled, took a few steps, stopped, realized he picked up his dribble, and kept walking and dunked the ball. And the players were standing like this, and they're like, "Oh, it's okay."
Right? Isn't that a travel? We know that's a travel.
Everyone in the stadium knew it was a travel.
I think as a player, if I was playing today, I would probably appreciate it because I can't imagine being able to use the Euro step and not get called for traveling. There's no way there's no way people can stop you. Your defender, your opponent is impossible. They could barely touch you and you get an extra step and a half. Come on.
What I don't think, Jimmy, is in a moment like that, at the end of the game, when you were down 6 and half the people watching were putting their kids to bed because they thought it was over, just like me, you make a shot like that. You can't. Can you imagine? Can you imagine he buries that shot and they go,
yes, I can. You know why? Because they did it to us. Okay,
well, that
let me
was
tell
you
30
were you
years
guys
ago.
were different.
30
Well,
years ago, 30 years ago, anybody, MJ couldn't make that move. He would have got called for traveling.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree on this. I think you got to swallow that with